I'm discussing tables. We'll talk about analyzing, but let's say you want to put today's date in here. You could go and you want to change with each day formulas. You could type it in and it shows today here. I say okay. So you have that. If you open this on October 15th, it'll read October 15th, 2016. Want to talk with tables now. We've got this data set here. All the formulas have been done. And you can do some analysis. It's also another version of filtering. I go inside here. I'm on the Home tab. You don't need to highlight. I click inside here. I say Format as Table. And it shows a bunch of styles here. It shows the header row, which I want. Okay. It widens them. I'll just narrow these a bit so you can see a little better. And if you see, oops, it just does this when you do the thing here. You've got these little triangles here. So let's say I want to do a few things here. I want to find people. It's working with filtering. And let's say I have number filters here. You can sort. Go into number filters here. You can do a custom filter. You could say greater than, does not equal, custom filter. I want to do two things here. I want to find everybody making more than $300. Or the people. If I say and, it's not going to do it because it has to meet that condition twice. So I'm going to say or. It gets a little oxymoronic. And what we're going to do here is less than, I'm going to type in 150. Okay. I have a bunch of people I can sort. I can do a multiple sort in here. I could go into things here where I can narrow it down just to one person from 8,000 people or a few people. What I want to do, I want to find people that work more than 45 hours. In here, number filters, greater than 45. I've got that. This is good. Now what I want to do next, I want to do some statistics here. I know it's only 3 people here, but many times when you're doing this, you will have considerable quantities of data. I'm in the table here. Do you see what says table design under here? I click on total row. It's giving me a total here. But let's say I want to know the average. I click in here. I click on average. I want to know the maximum wage. Click in here, drop down arrow. Max. The disadvantage is that it doesn't do it. You'd have to type max here, average here. And if you want to format this, you have to just format it. Now, next thing I want to do here, I want to know the person in here who got the highest pay or what the highest pay is. I can go into max. I want to know how many people are in the list. Or I want to know the total number of dependents for these people. Click right on that triangle, and I will say count numbers. I know that there's 3 people here. Or if I want to know how many I have, sum, 6 dependents here. I've got that done in here. And if you want to clear this out, I can click on clear. I don't want to do that. If I clear formats here, hyperlinks, I don't want to do that. But what you have to do here, and if you're on, there's a couple of ways of doing it. Data here, you got that funnel there. You click on it, everything is gone. You now have the totals for everybody here. If you don't want those totals showing here, you click inside here, uncheck this. Next thing here, you've got this set up as a table. Some people can get a little frustrated and I want to try something. I can insert a row, which is good. I'm going to undo that. But if you're trying to manipulate stuff in here, it can be a little bit awkward. Next thing here, I don't want this to be a table anymore. All you have to do, you're on that table design here, convert to range. and it'll become a range. I'm just going to say no now. But there are other things you can do. You can turn this into a pivot table after it's done. You could change your table style, make it purple, orange, grapefruit. Those are small things here. And what it is here in design here, if I go into the last column, it just does formatting in here. I could say banded column. It puts borders in here. So there is a lot of things you could do. Banded rows. Depends on the style that you're using. If I want to turn this out of a thing here, I'm going to go back into here now. I'm going to click inside Convert to Range. Do you want to convert the table to a normal range? I will say yes at this point. I still have the formatting here, which is nice. I could clean this up if I need to by just going into the regular formatting. I don't have the subtotals here. That way I could type captions, can make it a little bit more presentable. What's good about it is if you just have to do some quick analysis, it will work and is very helpful.